For the next part of our program, I want to welcome our guests with Chain of Love Abandoned Animal Rescue. They are very different from many other rescue organizations, and we're going to explain why as we meet the founder, Mirta Maltes, and their community outreach director, Trish Helsdon. Thank you both for being here. Now, Mirta, I have to mention that you are a law enforcement ranger at Everglades National Park, and I understand that had a little something to do with your starting Chain of Love Abandoned Animal Rescue.
Yes, I started at Everglades National Park in 1999 as a law enforcement ranger, which has been my career for the last 20 years.
So what was it about being in that area that inspired you to start this animal rescue?
Well, when I moved to Everglades, I used to live inside the park housing. And outside Everglades National Park, it's all surrounded by very remote agricultural fields, nurseries, farms. And every time, I would run those roads back to town. It was just amazing, the amount of stray dogs that I would see, walking in those fields, all emaciated, meaning super skinny, dying of hunger. And sometimes when it was harvesting time and you had workers on those fields, they have food trucks. And you will see the animals, just surrounding those food trucks, trying to get scraps.
Right, because they had nothing.
Because there's nothing out there.
Right.
Then obviously when it's not harvesting season, the animals will just starve, And also you will see a lot of animals dead on those roads, mainly because they were dumped. They were pets that were dumped there and they didn't know anything about cars. And big majority of them pregnant dogs and little puppies and everything that you can break your heart.
So you started taking them off the road?
I started picking them up the road and trying to find help through other rescues organizations, local, like This Is the Dog, which I started, My Animals Rock, which was also a big support of mine, until I decided in 2013 to go ahead and bring another resource in and start Chain of Love.
Okay, so this is a nonprofit organization. You rescue abandoned dogs that you find, and the dogs you rescue are mostly in the Homestead, Redlands, Everglades Park area, right?
That's correct. That's my main area.
Okay, but they could be adopted out anywhere.
I'm more picky when it comes to out of state. For one thing, I don't adopt on the spot. When I pick up an animal because of the bad situation, I mostly pick up those animals. I'm not, like, if you like a dog of ours, you have to submit an application and we have to evaluate it, check it out and then make a decision.
You said some of these dogs are emaciated. Tell me about the condition that you find them in and how you are able to care for them.
Well, some of these dogs are emaciated, to the point where you can see the whole, all there is left on them is just the skin over their skeleton, and those cases take quite a long time to recover. And for that part, first thing we do when we pick up any animal is to take them to the vet to get a full checkup. Sometimes the animals just need a little bit of treatment, food care, vaccines, and all that. Of course, we spay and neuter also all the time. But then there are the special cases, when you find an animal that has a broken leg that was hit by a car, that
hit and run, nobody bothered to stop or call anyone. They just leave them.
And, and then we pick up these animals that are in really bad shape. And obviously we have to spend more medical on them. For example, we had a puppy, Champ, that was ran over by one of the nursery trucks in one of his hind legs. And the hind leg was really almost dead in the nerve. So that dog has gone through a lot of treatments, specialist surgeries, rehabbing and all that. And we do it all, until we make him become better. Some of them, they're never going to be perfect, but, they're going to be fine.
Well, the before and after pictures on your website, chainoflovedogs.org, are amazing. You look at some of these animals that you've rescued, and in the before pictures, you can't believe they would survive anything. And then whatever the after period is, now they're in a loving home, and they look healthy and happy, and you can see the difference in their eyes, and, the mouths almost smile. I can't imagine the amount of money it has to cost Trish, let me ask you a little bit as the community outreach person. How do you go about generating funds for the organization? And why did you get started with this yourself? I mean, really, you're a volunteer. You're all volunteers.
We are all volunteers, yes.
Okay.
We are, the whole organization. And the fact is, I've been involved, my husband and I have had dogs all our adult lives, and we've been involved in dog-related activities for over 30 years. I've always had a place in my heart for rescue, but when I learned what was going on down in the Everglades, I knew that I had to do something to help Mirta, because I couldn't go to sleep at night knowing that this was going on and I wasn't doing anything. I can't do what Mirta does day in and day out. Bless her heart, I don't know how she does it. But everybody can do something. So I had to figure out how I could help her best. And so fundraising was something that I thought I could do to help. So we do all kinds of things. We do fundraising drives. We just did a shoe drive last year that was really successful. We have an event coming up in November, which we hope to be an annual event.
It will be, and I'm very excited that we're going to be there with you.
We are happy to have you.
And I love the concept of this. I mean, people do walks, but the walk in the woods with animals welcome, this is really exciting. And a major fundraiser, Saturday, November 12th, at Treetops Park in Davie. Why did you choose that particular location?
Well, I knew that I wanted to have something that was not just a walk, but because I want to encourage people to bring their dogs, it needed to be safe for the dogs. So we looked and looked, and we found Treetops Park, which is a park I've gone to for years and years, but I've never gone out into the wood part.
Right.
The walk is absolutely beautiful. I fell in love with it immediately and knew it was perfect. It's fully shaded, so the dogs are undercover for almost the entire walk. There's one little part that goes out onto the boardwalk in the marsh, which is also very beautiful, and then comes right back into the woods. So it's really a great place to bring your dog.
Yeah, this is a far cry from walking down Biscayne Boulevard.
Yes, I mean, in the blazing sun, even in November, it's really challenging. So it was so pretty and so wonderful, and the park's been great working with us, setting up all of our activities. So we're sort of taking over the whole park.
Okay, yeah, you have a lot of sponsors and events going on. Tell us some of who's going to be there and these are exciting things that are planned.
Yes, we do have a lot of things going on throughout the day. First of all, we have what most people probably have never seen, a luring course. We have an organization called the Purpose Driven Pup, and she's going to set up a luring course. Basically, it's based for sighthounds, but they chase a lure around a course, and it's a timed event, and the dogs have a great time.
Wow.
And she's going to be doing some demonstrations with her dogs, but the great thing is that she's allowing people to give their dog a try. So you can go ahead and sign up and put your dog through the course and see what they think of it.
Okay.
The Davie Police Department has really helped out a great deal. They have all kinds of things going on. They all have the canine police officers out doing a demonstration, so you can see how the dogs are trained to do what they do. And they are going to do some tracking and also some apprehension work, which is always exciting to watch. They'll also have their mobile command center set up for the kids to go in, and they do a little safety instruction, and they do little ID cards for the kids, and they talk to them about just safety in general.
Okay.
And then they have their Justice League there, which is actually some of the Davie police officers. They come in uniform as superheroes that you will recognize.
Great.
And they'll be out there to do some photo ops with the kids and talk to the kids about anti-bullying, and they're promoting that sort of thing. So it's a really not just a dog event, it's a family event.
Yeah.
And we have lots of food trucks and vendors that are be selling wonderful things that we can look at for holiday gifts coming up right around the corner. And for all our Pokemon Go fans, there are Pokestops all throughout the walk, and the lures are going to be set throughout the day so they can cash in on all their Poke people.
Wow, okay. That'll be my first experience in actually being part of a Pokemon event.
Yes, me too.
And Santa Claus is going to be there too for pictures
Santa,
with.
yes, so you can have your pictures of your children or your canine children with Santa, and she's going to have a lot of stuff out there to order some holiday cards and things of that nature. So there'll be a lot of opportunities. Also, the mounted police will be there for photo opportunities too.
This is amazing that you've got all of this together in one day. And what time does all of this start on Saturday?
If you have not registered online for the walk, registration day of will begin at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And we will be going throughout the day till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow. Okay.
You do not have to register in advance. If you'd like to help us out and register in advance and get a fundraising page and share it with your friends and family, it's a wonderful way to raise money for Chain of Love Abandoned Animals Rescue. It gives you your own fundraising page, which you can use on your social media, or you can email, and we have prizes for the people who collect the most pledges.
Nice. Okay. And the website for that is chainoflovedogs.dojiggy.com.
Correct.
Can you get there from the chainoflovedogs.org website? Is there a link?
There is a link.
Okay.
And also from the Facebook page.
Okay, great. So if you just search Chain of Love Dogs, South Florida, you'll find it.
You'll find us.
And we'll have it on our website, too, on the Community Connections page at easy93.com. So we want to make it easy for you to find. We're going to continue this conversation again next week because there's so much more to learn about Chain of Love, Abandoned Animal Rescue, and the ways in which you are able to really rescue these dogs. Thank you so much, Mirta Maltes, the founder of Chain of Love Abandoned Animal Rescue. I mean, what you do with your own time is, there's angel wings waiting for you. And Trish Helsdon also, both of you are just doing great
Thank you
stuff.
for having us.
Thanks for having us.